There's something about midnight that makes everything feel both desperate and sacred at the same time. I found myself kneeling on hardwood floors at 2 a.m., gathering scattered letters I'd never sent, trying to collect fragments of something that once felt so whole it seemed impossible to break. Have you ever found yourself in that place, where everything you thought was permanent suddenly feels like confetti thrown by someone else's celebration? Where you're left holding pieces and wondering if they'll ever form a picture again? Charleston had been our place. Every brick street held memories we'd carefully constructed. Every Garden District conversation we'd planned our future around. When that chapter closed, I thought the city would feel like a museum of things I'd lost. Instead, it became a classroom for things I needed to learn. Walking those same streets alone for the first time, I discovered something unexpected. The memories weren't haunting me. They were teaching me. Each corner where we'd made promises became a mirror, reflecting back not what I'd lost, but what I'd learned about love. The real revelation came when I realized I was approaching every memory like an archaeologist, carefully examining each piece for what it could teach me about the difference between being devoted to someone and being devoted to the idea of someone. I started writing letters I never intended to send, not to her, but to myself. Letters of forgiveness for all the ways I'd abandoned my own intuition. Letters of gratitude for the man who'd loved so completely. Letters of encouragement to the man I was becoming, who was learning that wholeness isn't about finding someone to complete you. It's about recognizing you were never incomplete. This song became my way of capturing what I couldn't say in those letters. The sound of grace moving through a heart that's learning to trust itself again.
Midnight finds me kneeling on the floorboards, gathering fragments of what once felt whole. Letters unsent, scattered like confessions, memories bleeding through paper-thin walls. I trace the outline of absence with trembling fingers, whispers of what could have been, echo in the hollows of what remains. Standing at the crossroads of who I was and who I'm becoming. Numbers etched in time like sacred geometry. Divine patterns I'm only now beginning to read. I am damaged but not broken, a phoenix burning in the borrowed light. Gratitude and grief dancing in my veins. Two truths coexisting in this flickering flame. The storm inside finally breaking free as I learn to be unconditional with myself. Nothing left to hide, everything to rebuild. I thought our love was written in the stars. Now I'm blindsided by the empty space. Our paths diverge like rivers to the sea. You orbit your own sun now, while I wax and wane in the shadow of what was. Learning that some bonds change shape but never break. In the rawness of surrender, I find unexpected strength, like water flowing around stone, not fighting what cannot be changed. These scars are not just wounds, but maps to guide me home, to the self I've always been, beneath layers of forgetting. I'm damaged but not broken, a phoenix burning in the borrowed light. Gratitude and grief dancing in my veins. Two truths coexisting in this flickering flame. The storm inside finally breaking free as I learn to be unconditional with myself. Nothing left to hide, everything will be okay. This melody echoes back to me, a letter to the man I'm becoming. Ecky's laughter still resonates in chambers of my healing heart. Sacred moments suspended in ember, neither lost nor forgotten. I dedicate these words to myself, the one who weathered impossible storms, yet still believes through curtains I forgot to close. Light painting new possibilities across bare walls. As I whisper to the universe, I am grateful for what was. I am present in what is. I am open to what will be in this sacred, shattered, beautiful becoming.
What's remarkable about sharing that song is how it taught me something profound about witnessing. When we truly witness ourselves with compassion, we discover that others are witnessing us too, seeing our wholeness even when we can't see it ourselves. A friend who heard From Charleston to Grace said something that changed everything. I've watched you on this journey, and what you call broken, I call becoming. What you call damaged, I call discovering your strength. That perspective sparked what became the response song, Witness to Grace, because it revealed something universal. Every personal transformation is also a community story. When one person learns to love themselves unconditionally, it gives everyone around them permission to do the same. The response came from recognizing that grace isn't a solo performance, it's a chorus. Every time we gather our fragments with love instead of shame, we're teaching the world a new way to heal. Every time we choose to see our scars as sacred geometry, we're showing others their own perfect imperfection. This second song captures what it sounds like when someone witnesses your journey and reflects back the truth you're still learning to see.
I've watched you kneeling on those floorboards, gathering fragments in the dark. Every letter left unwritten, every memory left its mark. Brother, walking from Charleston to this grace, you've shown us how the broken learn to shine. Your sacred wounds tell stories through these paper-thin walls of time. We see you standing in that light, phoenix rising from the night. Your testimony burns so bright. You are witnessed in your wholeness, every scar and every grace. We see the divine in your becoming, see the love upon your face. From the ashes of your sorrow springs a fountain running free. You're not damaged, you're not broken, you're exactly who you're meant to be. Some of us have walked that valley, know the weight of starting new. When you're tracing out lines of absence and you don't know what to do, but you've shown us something holy in the way you stood your ground. How two truths can dance together in the healing that you found. Tell me what you learned in Charleston.
Learn to love myself.
Tell me what you found in breaking.
Found my truest self.
Tell me what grace taught you.
Two truths can dance together.
Tell me what makes you whole.
Love that lasts forever.
You are witnessed in your wholeness, every struggle, every day. We see the God light in your journey, see how love will find a way. From the fragments of your breaking comes a song we've never heard. You're not damaged, you're not broken, you're a living, breathing word.
Of grace, of love, faith, of grace, of love, faith.
Dawn breaks through those curtains you forgot to close. Light painting new possibilities on these walls. And we're grateful that you whisper to the universe. Your sacred shadow, beautiful becoming calls. Keep on being unconditional with yourself. Keep on trusting what you are. From Charleston to Grace, brother, you're our bright and burning star.
The conversation between these two songs reveals something profound about human transformation. We don't heal in isolation. Every personal journey towards self-love becomes an invitation for others to recognize their own wholeness. When I first knelt on those floorboards gathering fragments, I thought I was alone in my breaking. But what Witness to Grace taught me is that even our most private moments of transformation are witnessed by a universe that sees us as whole, even when we can't see it ourselves. The most beautiful thing about this song conversation is how it shows that grace multiplies. When one person learns to be unconditional with themselves, it creates ripples. When someone witnesses that transformation and reflects it back, it becomes a chorus that can heal communities. From Charleston to Grace isn't just a geographical journey, it's the distance between self-rejection and self-love. And that distance, I discovered, is traveled not by fixing ourselves, but by finally seeing ourselves clearly. In that seeing, in that witnessing, we find that we were never broken at all. Your scars are not evidence of damage, they're proof of your capacity to survive, to grow, to become more beautiful in your breaking and your healing. You are not damaged goods waiting to be repaired. You are unconditional love learning to recognize itself. If these songs spoke to something in your own journey, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if this conversation between music and healing resonates with you, please consider subscribing, because every story of transformation deserves to be witnessed and every voice deserves to be heard. Together, we're creating a chorus of grace that reminds us all you are witnessed in your wholeness, and you are exactly who you're meant to be.